Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back with some more Nagatoro, this being episode 2. First episode, pretty enjoyable start to the series. I have to say, just Nagatoro herself is something else, and we're going to continue to see this as the series goes along. I do feel pretty bad for Senpai, I have to say, but it seems like Nagatoro does have a reason why, she is doing all of this. And it goes back to, the whole thing, when you're younger and in school and all of that, the person you bully is the person you usually like, and that was a big thing or whatever. So it seems like we may have a case of that going on here, and I don't know when we're gonna actually see that or get into that. If we do get into that, that's where it seems like it's going, but it probably won't be for a bit. So I guess for now, and maybe there'll be little hints here, but it seems like for now it's just gonna be a whole thing of her just teasing the living crap out of him. So yeah, we'll see what we have with episode 2, guys. Let's get into it. Here we go. Man, he's actually pretty talented. I'm just waiting for Nagatoro though, because where's she at? Here she is. Oh my god. She comes in like this. Come on in now. Right, but when? When the hell? He's actually gonna try it? Why would you try this? Oh. She wasn't even thinking about that. She was not even thinking of that tactic. Is he crying again? Sleeping? Okay, he's eating. I was wrong. Both my guesses were wrong. He's here pretty late though. At least that's what it seems like. Big boob vampires. Is this a playoff of Rosario Vampire or something? The hot spring chapter. Cultured. Busted. Nagato. The way he said that. Okay, so maybe it's not late. It looked like it was late, or that's how it seemed like. Oh yeah. Yeah, he did. Is that really what he looked like? I don't even remember it. He's like, let me put this away. Let me slip this in here. Oh. Don't fall for this, man. Come on, you should already learn. You should have learned from what we had in the previous episode. See. Oh my god. Treat him like a dog. Almost. Oh, so she wanted to open up and read it. I mean, you could pretty much tell what it was from the cover, but in the title. Yeah, I mean, from his reaction, seems like he definitely does. The stutter there, stop confusing fiction with reality. Is this a playoff of Rosario Vampire? Or... it could be something else. See, she actually read the whole thing. Wow. Jeez. Seems like you and him, the juice box level. Man. Yeah, you are assuming. You are assuming about that. Oh, this is probably why they started off with a dark sort of tone. This is the juice box thing too. I won't suck. God. Bro, just run out the room or something. She would chase his ass too. Oh, is she sitting right on top of him like this? Someone would definitely get the wrong idea. He has to be getting turned on by this shit, right? He has to be. Oh my god. The details, why? The details. Just the way she feeling him up and everything. Man, he just gonna let her do it. Oh. Oh. She looked at her hand. It seemed like they both kind of like what happened there, to be honest. The first time a girl touched you. Are you talking just touch in general or touch his dick? Oh my god, dude. Dude, she too much. And she asked to do it again. Stop. You actually like this. Look at her, man. And you want that. This is a little indicator on how how far the comedy can go. Man, depending on how they do it. My goodness, dude. Man, he couldn't even get started. The nipple guessing game. What? His mind just goes to that. Grand prize. As she digs in there, like, oh, you just had that in there? Okay. The classic. Really? Oh, we'll see if that actually sticks. We'll see. Man. Jeez. She's actually down. Yeah, I guess she would. I don't know. Actually, I don't think she would stick to that. That's all he's worried about, making her stop. He's not even gonna go to like the extreme shit. Are they gonna do some archery shit where it just hits the target, the middle of the target, but then it's like right on his nipples? Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. What is that reaction? Oh. Oh my god. Literally got him into admitting that she got him even though she didn't. Man, imagine if someone walked in and saw this. This would be the worst timing ever. She's gonna smack him away or do something to troll him. Oh man. He was actually about to do it too. She like, thank goodness. Oh. Wow. Surprise. Surprise. Oh, these guys probably aren't even that important. they don't even have, they didn't even like draw the eyes or anything like that. Like, they're not important. Hey, we might be able to get a little indicator out of this if Nagatoro is actually into Senpai. Like, maybe romantically. She not feeling this or this dude at all. It's just because it's you, man. You're special. So that's why she does that to you. Hey, she can tell with Senpai that he's really into it. Into his drawing and all that. Man's depressed. Man's questioning his whole life right now. Okay. Random little fact there. See, he's not gonna do this because he's not you. She's right though. She's right. Those guys are lame. Like, actually lame. She already has someone she's interested in. That they just don't know. Yeah, dude. You're special. You're really squiggly. He's about to ask like, why are you only like this with me or something like that, right? Baby. Come on, man. Ask the question. I think you were about to ask. Well, then it would give away that he was there, actually. So maybe that's not smart to do. Well, I guess he could have asked that question just generally, like, why do you always mess with me? Or, like, why am I the only one you mess with or something? But then maybe she would have been like, you're implying that I don't mess with, like, you know that I don't mess with other people like that. So I guess I could see why, like, that's probably wasn't his thought process on why he didn't ask the question. He's just a little, like, shy. Or, you know, because she was getting to him there, so he I guess couldn't ask it or didn't want to ask it, as we saw. So this episode of Nagatoro, once again, pretty enjoyable stuff. I would say, honestly, I enjoyed this episode probably about the same as the first episode. This episode, though, did have a little more fan service, I guess you would say, to it. Like, the little, like, there was, like, the panty shot, and then there was, like, that whole vampire scene, like, reenactment sort of thing with Nagatoro, which the sexual tension there was pretty high. It seemed like they both were into it. Like, even Nagatoro as well. Like, she was loving that. Senpai was loving that, although they were both getting worked up. He was really getting worked up, but yeah, there was a lot of sexual tension in that scene. I definitely will say, which I think I actually pointed this out like during the reaction, and it doesn't necessarily have to be with like the fan service or whatever. But if the series is gonna go to certain extremes like that, like talking about him getting like a hard on and her touching his crotch and all of that, like if they're gonna go to extremes like that, like not even with things like that, but with other things as well, I think this is really going to, you know, make for a really enjoyable series. Because if they're gonna do like stuff like that, who knows what other extremes they may go with, you know, with certain other things. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily have to be like sexual stuff. But yeah, I mean, through 2 episodes, I'm really enjoying what we have here. You can definitely tell that Nagatoro, even with that scene we had with like these other guys at the end of this episode, like you could definitely tell she has this certain sort of thing towards Senpai. And even Senpai, I guess, is I guess starting to maybe take note of this, or ask himself, like, why am I the only one she messes with? She doesn't get like this with anyone else. Like, I'm special in her eyes in whatever way. So yeah, I don't know what point. I feel like it's gonna continue to maybe be like this for a bit, and maybe we'll get little hints, but I feel like at some point it is gonna go maybe into a romantic route, or like, which I'm curious to see how that's actually going to play out. But I think maybe what Nagatoro is trying to do here, because we were talking about this with episode 1, and I know you guys are saying it in the comments, like, she has a reason for doing everything that she's doing. Maybe she's trying to help Senpai in a way with a lot of these things, like maybe like how he's socially awkward and doesn't defend himself or fight back for himself. Like, she's maybe trying to help him with these certain things, like in the scene with the whole vampire thing. She's like, you can push me off, like, if you want to, right? So like little things like that kind of stand out to me. Like, she's trying to help him work on the person he is, essentially. And I don't know if it's a thing where, like, okay, she's trying to form like the ideal boyfriend for her. That would be kind of screwed up. I think it's more so that she just wants to help him, right? Become a better person, a better version of himself. But you can definitely tell there's something there with her to him, and then with him to her. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes, how it continues going forward. But I feel like for now, like I said, I've been saying, we're gonna continue to see stuff like this for the time being, with like little hints or little tidbits thrown in there. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this episode of Nagatoro. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.